I was adjusting my cufflinks when my phone buzzed. Mom's email sat there like a warning label. Too late. The ballroom doors opened and the noise hit first. Crystal laughter, expensive perfume, the low hum of power pretending to be charity. I stepped inside anyway. I always do. Avoidance is for people without proof. Then I saw her, Amanda Richardson, radiant under chandeliers, moving like the room belonged to her. And when she saw me, she rushed over with a smile that still knew my name. "Sarah," she said, loud enough to turn heads, "I haven't seen you since you were confirmed as federal prosecutor. Everyone, this is my best friend from Harvard Law." The word best landed like a blade. Behind her, my mother stood frozen, champagne halfway to her lips, watching the lie bloom in real time. I felt the old instinct rise, the urge to correct, to defend, to explain. I swallowed it. This wasn't the moment to speak. This was the moment to remember. I met Amanda when ambition still felt like friendship. Harvard Law, first year, same study group, same jokes about sleep deprivation and impossible professors. She borrowed my outlines, I borrowed her confidence. We talked about futures like they were promises. She was charming, I was meticulous. It worked. We graduated together. I clerked, she went corporate. Different paths, same dinners, same whispered plans about prestige and power. When I told her I was applying for a federal prosecutor position, she hugged me too hard and said, "You deserve it." I believed her. That's the part that still stings. The first crack was small. A missed call she never returned, a mutual friend who mentioned a recommendation letter I hadn't asked for, my name used in rooms I wasn't invited into. Then came the email, forwarded by mistake, or maybe by mercy. Amanda writing to the selection committee, praising my qualifications, then quietly positioning herself as the safer choice, more flexible, less principled. I didn't cry. I printed it. By the time the appointment was announced, her name where mine should have been, I already understood the game. She didn't steal my place. She stepped into it while I was still holding the door open. That's when my mindset shifted. I stopped mourning. I started mapping. Revenge isn't loud. It's patient. I stayed quiet, congratulated her publicly, let her think I was gracious, defeated. Meanwhile, I pulled every thread she'd left loose. Her resume inflated, her cases assisted, not led, her compliance records sloppy. I didn't expose, I documented. I accepted a quieter role, special counsel, advisory work, less visible, more access. I watched how she moved once she had power, who she trusted, who she underestimated, me mostly. I waited for the gala because I knew she'd host it, knew she'd perform, knew she'd use my name like a credential, and I knew the donors she'd be charming were the same ones funding the oversight committee reviewing her division. Timing matters, so does audience. Back in the ballroom, Amanda's hand was still on my arm, possessive, nostalgic. Cameras hovered. I smiled just enough. She leaned in. "We should catch up," she whispered. "I'd love to collaborate." That was my cue. I stepped forward, gently disengaging. "Actually," I said, my voice calm, carrying farther than hers had, "I should clarify something." The room quieted. My mother closed her eyes. "Amanda and I were friends once. We shared classes, dreams, and an application." Amanda's smile faltered. "I was nominated for the same federal role she now holds," I said, "until my recommendation letters were repurposed, my work reframed, my name used as leverage." A murmur rippled. I didn't look at her. I looked at the committee chair standing near the bar. "I've submitted documentation," I added, "to the appropriate bodies, including evidence of misrepresentation and procedural violations." Amanda laughed, sharp and brittle. "Sarah, this is inappropriate." "No," I said softly, "this is precise." Her phone buzzed, then another. Color drained from her face as the realization caught up to the moment. The committee chair approached. So did security, not for me. I stepped back, letting the machinery do what it was designed to do once fed the truth.
Later, outside, under the cold night air, my mother finally spoke. "I warned you," she said. I nodded. "I know." She searched my face. "Did it hurt?" I thought about the years, the trust, the silence. "No," I said. "It sharpened. Inside. Through glass." I watched Amanda sit alone now, her world rearranging itself without asking permission. She didn't look angry. She looked confused. That was the payoff. I didn't take her job. I didn't need to. Justice isn't about replacement. It's about correction. I walked away lighter, my name intact, my path reclaimed. Some betrayals break you. Others teach you where to aim. I finally got ready to speak, and when I did, everything fell into place.